Hello everyone, my name is Nate Lex and welcome back to XDecks. Today I'm going to be teaching you another one of my original moves called Springboard, and it looks a little something like this. I came up with this one a little while ago, probably 4 or 5 years back when I was messing with something called the packet drop, and I figured that you could actually get it to flip over in different rotations like this and land either face up on the deck or face down on the deck, and today I'm going to get to teach it to you. Please stay tuned to the channel for further tutorials because I'm actually going to combine these into a combo move that you guys will probably like using Dynamite, which I taught last week, Springboard, which I'm going to teach this week, and a couple other subtleties in the weeks to come, so please stay tuned. And without further ado, let's jump into the tutorial for Springboard. Alright everybody, let's jump into the tutorial for Springboard. It looks a little something like that if you didn't see the little trailer. And please be gracious with me today as I have dropped the cards several times while trying to record this, so we're just going to try to make this work. And without further ado, let's jump into the tutorial for this thing. Okay, so a prerequisite you definitely want to know, and I'll put a little thing up here in the corner for it, is called packet drop, and it looks a little something like this. I teach that on the channel as well, and that is a fantastic prerequisite to learn to make sure you know how to do the functionality of this move, or at least the format of this move. And what you're going to do, once you've learned packet drop, is you're going to do this. So if packet drop gets into its motion by putting your middle on this corner and the thumb in the opposite corner like this. For lefties, it would be top right, and for righties, it would be top left, and your thumb in the opposite bottom corner. What you do with your index fingers, typically spin this packet over like this and put your ring finger at the bottom. But instead, what you're going to do is you're actually going to put your index finger towards this corner right here, and it's going to push underneath. So you now have a face-up packet of about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, probably 8 to 10 cards like this on top of your index finger. So you start here and rotate over like this. What's going to happen is your thumb is going to let go, your index finger is going to apply pressure upwards, and your thumb is going to let go. Now if you do that regularly, it's probably going to do a half turn. It's not going to do a ton. If you just let your thumb go, it might do a half flip. What you're going to want to do is raise your arm up at the same time. So you're going to be doing this, and then it will spin. The other part that gets this to happen though is actually running this packet along the side of your middle finger. So if you have flipped this face up, right, like this long side of your packet is going to need to run underneath the middle finger. So if you can, what you need to do is essentially put this knuckle of the middle finger over top of this side. I'll show you kind of what I mean. When I flip this over, my middle finger is making contact almost all the way, it's like 2/3 of the way down this packet, and it's all touching the side of my index finger, or my middle finger, excuse me, so that when I let go with my thumb on the way up, it will spin. Now another huge tip, I thought this was going to be needed when I started shooting this tutorial, but you actually do not need an old deck. This is a fairly new deck, a fairly slippery deck that fans pretty well already, and I can still get it to do the move, but I would recommend just in general using a deck that is kind of clumpy or a little older. So what's cool is to do this move, and I'll teach you all the subtleties as well for this one, to do this little springboard flicking thing, you literally just need to practice that flicking motion like so. So your index finger pushes that top corner under, your thumb releases here while the index is applying pressure up, the long side of this packet right here is underneath the middle, and that's really all that happens, and then it will rotate on its own. So the function of it is not actually that complicated, but you will have to experiment a little bit with it to get it to start spinning like that. The other thing is that I am not very consistent, and I haven't figured out yet, or if there's even a possibility, on how to make this always land face down on top of a deck. So sometimes it lands face up or face down, depending on how much pressure I give it. And sometimes it doesn't flip at all if I don't have my middle finger straight on it. And sometimes a card flicks out, so excuse that one card. But here's what's the awesome part of Dynamite from last week. So if you haven't, go check out that tutorial for Dynamite and this will help you. If it lands face down on the deck, then you're fine. You've pretty much closed it. But if it lands face... Nope, that's not going to happen. If it lands face up on the deck like this, you can perform Dynamite that I taught last week and try to get this packet to flip over on its own, so you can use those in tandem with one another and use it as a combo. Other ways to do this would be, if you wanted to, and if you can get it consistently to land face down, to do it into a Charlier cut, or into a revolution cut. Should actually do a revolution when I say it, and to figure it out. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Oop, and I lost another card. It just happens. But really, to go over it one more time, so you guys can get the basic function of it, is the middle goes to the top left or top right, depending on which hand you're doing. Right hand, top left, right hand, top right. Thumb goes to the opposite corner. Index finger pushes through the corner that is top opposite to the middle, pushes underneath, and then the thumb lets go while the index finger applies pressure straight down the deck. So you actually want your index finger straight as possible down the deck, and then this long side to ride underneath your middle while you apply pressure, and that's just going to go away. Whatever, we don't need those right now. Anyway, so that is the little subtlety of Springboard, and you guys can do it over and over and over again. It's really fun. I think the most rotations I've got for it to land face down was 4. So if you guys get a cool video of you doing it, I would love to see it. But yeah, any more of the subtleties, sometimes I'll do this. I'll grab this packet and actually put this hand underneath my arm and flick it over like that, and then try to get it to flip over on itself. But that's pretty much the tutorial for the functionality of Springboard, and stay tuned till next week, or till the other weeks, to see how to do a cool combo I created that'll look something like this, and then that'll land face up, and then we'll do dynamite and flip it all back together. But thank you guys for watching the tutorial for my move Springboard, and I will cut to myself in the outro. Hey guys, this is Nate a little bit at the end. I just wanted to say that specifically for this move, it is not very consistent in terms of the pressure you apply, and it really kind of matters on a lot of variables. So if you're having trouble getting this move, I would very much like you to leave a comment on this video, or leave a comment on our Instagram, or come join our Discord, and I would love to give you tips on it, and I may even come out with a video in the future giving tips on the Springboard in case this wasn't of a thorough enough tutorial. Let me know what you guys are struggling with this move, and if I can help in any way, I would love to. So please enjoy this move, and I will see you in the outro now. All right, bye. Hey guys, thank you so much for learning the tutorial for Springboard. I hope you enjoyed my original move, and it is pretty difficult to learn, so if you're having trouble, please watch the video a couple more times, listen to that verbal instruction, and try to imitate me physically. It should help. If those things don't help, you're welcome to join our Discord server, which I will leave a link for in the description. You can follow our Instagram and comment and see if I can help you there, or leave a comment on this YouTube video. And if you've been on the channel a couple times, you know what we're about to do. Let's jump into some housekeeping. So, I work for x-dex.com, or xdex.com, but the link is spelled x with a hyphen, dex.com, and we resell rare decks of playing cards. So if you watch any of these videos on our YouTube channel, any of the decks that I'm using you can purchase on our site. We also design our own playing cards, the Lofi and the Tsukuyomi decks, which are in the background behind me. Oh, that's the Lofi. That's the Tsukuyomi, and you guys can look them up on our page. They're Japanese and lo-fi themed decks of cards, and we are currently in the works of making a third one. Also, if you're watching this video right now, I wanted to give you guys a little shout out and let you know that little information. I'm going to be hosting a jam at the AMP downtown this Saturday. So tomorrow, if you're watching this video the day it goes live, and it might even be today if you're watching it the day after, from noon to 6-ish, but most likely the evening. There's no hard cutoff time, and we're going to be jamming. And if you don't know any cardistry, we'd also love to have you. I'll be giving out free decks, and I'm going to be teaching people. So we'd love for you guys to come out, check it out, and see what it's like, and we'd love to have you. So you guys can check out our website. I've already said that. You guys can follow us on Instagram. That is xdexrarecards, or at xdexrarecards. Follow. I respond to every comment and every DM, so you guys are welcome to message us on there, and you will hear back from us. I also reply to all of the comments on this YouTube channel, so you guys can message me there, and you guys can follow our new, or join our new Discord server, where we get on and jam multiple times a week, and there's questions you can ask there, and get involved with the community doing this new art form, or this newer art form. Yeah. But you guys can please subscribe. If you guys could, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. That would be great. I'm seeing like 50 new subscribers in the past week or two. So hey, to all you new people, we're closing in on 1,000, which means that we can start monetizing, which means that we'll probably be able to do cooler and more extravagant, more elaborate videos for you guys, just to help the business grow. So if you guys want to support us, grab a couple of decks from our store, buy some of the decks that we make specifically, subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Instagram, join the Discord server. There are all these things. But yeah, hopefully I get to see you guys at the jam tomorrow, or today if you guys are watching this video then, and if it's already passed then, hopefully we'll be hosting more in the future. I have talked a lot in this outro, so thank you guys for watching the tutorial for Springboard, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
you.